Hey YouTubers, it's Platt, and we're continuing on our beer style series, and we're also continuing to talk about the different stouts. The particular stout we're going to talk about today is the Milk Stout. Let's go over the numbers real quick. SRM 40, IBUs 15 to 25, ABV between 3 and 6%, and temperature-wise we're going to serve this beer at 50 to 55 degrees. The Milk Stout is also known as the Cream Stout or the Sweet Stout. And why that is and what makes this beer truly unique is that in the brewing process they add lactose or powdered milk sugar. And that provides an extra body, sweetness to the beer, and it's the sweetness we want to kind of focus on. Lactose does not ferment unlike other sugars. If you're a home brewer, you know that the sugars we get from the different grains is what the yeast work on to ferment. Well, lactose does not ferment, and so through the brewing and fermenting process, that sweetness carries through, and that's why this beer is truly unique. This beer pours black in color and is opaque. Carbonation-wise, we're looking at low to medium. Like the other stouts, for the most part, these tend to have a mild alcohol sensation. Milk stouts tend to have no real hop aroma or flavor, and just a little bit of hop bitterness. Sweetness kind of dominates this beer, and the malt sweetness comes out in chocolate and caramel notes. The ale yeast in this beer does produce fruity esters, but just very little. It's not really noticeable. Body-wise, this beer has a mouth-coating body, and again, that's partly from that lactose that adds body to it. That produces a medium finish to this beer. Food pairing wise, this beer goes really good with spicy barbecue and buttery cheddar. The particular one we're going to try today, Milk Stout, is from Left Hand Brewing, their Nitro Milk Stout. Left Hand Brewing was founded in 1993 and has grown to become the 44th largest craft brewery in the U.S. So let's give her a try. Alright, one of the first things I notice is we don't get much of a head. It's dark khaki in color what we do get, but it's maybe a ½ inch at most. Holding up to the light, it's pretty black. Let's give her a nose. Alright. I get a kind of coffee, espresso sweetness on the nose. You can kind of tell this is just through the nose. There's a little creamy richness. Let's give her a taste. Oh, that is nice. Real smooth. I do get some real dark chocolate notes. Not a lot of the caramel, more chocolate. You do get a little bit of that kind of espresso-ness in the sense that, and the head is the color of what's called the crema on a espresso. That top little foam, or almost the head on an espresso, is called crema. And you get a little bit of that in the nose and the taste. Yeah, not much hop bitterness. I've had other beers you'll have, I've described other beers having extra viscosity, being a little bigger or whatever, or more mouth-filling. And that's usually a thickness from the additional malt. And this is a different, there's more viscosity to it, but it's different. Again, it's just creamier. It a little bit like adding a little cream to your coffee kind of thing to it, but this is real nice. This could be a beer if you're trying to get friends to try something different. Your Bud Light drinkers. If you know they like coffee, or an espresso or something like that, they would really like this, because again, the creaminess. If they drink like a iced latte or cappuccino, they might like something like that. But it goes down easy, but it's not a chugger in any way. Well, that's a nice beer. I definitely see that being a kind of a dessert beer. You know, a lot of places where a lot of people like a cappuccino or something for dessert. Maybe something like this instead. The creaminess. Again, just a hint of coffee on it. Man, that would be a nice dessert drink. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.